So the first thing I do is I take these organic blueberries and I put them on a cookie tray, and I just take a quick look and see if there's any ones that are kind of bad or have stems, and then I put them aside. And so all the good ones, there's a high percentage of good ones, and these is a really good ones. Okay, so this is like the process. You just dump them out. That's how many I've done so far. Spread them out. This one's a little wizened. This one's a little chunky, whatever. This one has a stem on it. Take the stem off. This one's kind of mushed. Okay. Just take a quick look. See, they look good. This one has a little stem. Okay. So then I'm putting it in this bowl. At the same time, I'm taking a look at this because I'll tell you about that later. But okay, so I'm putting it in that bowl to wash. So I wash them, and then I put them in the strainer, and then from the strainer they go over here in boiling blueberry juice water, boiling spring water, which turns into blueberry juice spring water pretty quickly. And when that's boiling, then I put the batch of blueberries in, and I cover it. I'm blanching them for 30 seconds. And so I have to wait though for it to, okay, so it's just starting to boil now, and so 30 seconds, I don't know, I just kind of count in my head 1 alligator. I don't know if that works, but okay, so that's what I do. 2 alligator, 3 alligator, 4 alligator, 5 alligator, 6 alligator. All right, so these are washed. I'll put them in the strainer. So this will be the next batch that'll get blanched. Oh, I forgot to see, I'm not counting anymore. But I bet that was it, boiling over. Not a good sign. But anyway, so at least it's, this is where it gets really messy. And as you see, I'll just have to deal with that later. So, I take the heat off, I put it over here, and this is where I load it up into the jars. So, these are sterilized jars, sterilized, whatever they call those, funnels. Spoons and all that, and I was trained to put it on aluminum foil because that doesn't, aluminum foil is kind of a, you know, it's more germ-free or something like that. I don't know, that's what someone taught me. That's Christine Revelinsky actually taught me how to can. I remember her, sweetheart. Very interesting. Well, I won't get into the fact that, well, she was just a nice person. At her, I heard a story about that she actually floated before she went into the dome, before the dome even existed, I guess. And then once she got into the dome and doing the flying technique with everybody else, all of a sudden she doesn't have that power anymore, but it did happen to her once or twice before then. Off subject, but anyway, so Christina Revelinsky is the one who taught me how to can, and we use tomato sauce, and so it's basically the same. So, I gotta get ready for the next one. So everything's coming out of the dishwasher sterilized. So I move that over to this. Take a paper towel and I clean the rim, and sometimes you can wet it just to make sure nothing sticky stays on there. And then you have this little magnet thing that you also put in the dishwasher and sterilize. And you know, these tops to the covers have been washed with warm soapy water. And I just have it on a low heat here just to keep it sterilized. And so the magnet, you just put it right on that cleaned can top. And then you get a cover, and it's got a little syrup on it, so I'll wash it. Well, it's already washed, I'll just rinse it. Okay, so then you tighten it, but you know, not like Superman tight, but you know, tight. And so then, to lift these things, okay, I am looking for my lifter. Where is it? It's right around here, somewhere. Where is the lifter? Okay, well, I have another one, fortunately. Here's another lifter, so I'll use this one for a while. This one I did not buy at the big box store. It was an antique and it actually doesn't fall apart. Awesome. So I'm finished with that, and I'm putting these, sometimes I put them right into the cooker. But right now I'm putting them all aside until I'm ready with all of them. This is going to be a water bath as opposed to some other method. Alright, anyway, not important right now. So I'm going to get them all ready. So this one's ready to go. And I just keep on repeating the process of blanching, making sure everything's sterilized, blanching, washing, blanching, putting them in the sterilized jars, putting the sterilized tops on the sterilized jars after they are filled. You can see really close here, there's a mark. You have to fill things. Instructions will say, so for blueberries, you fill it up to the ½ inch mark. So that's just one of, you know, it's kind of important, all these little details, because of safety issues. All right, so, right, and so then once those filled and jarred, then you just put them in the canner, and once it starts boiling, you time it. You open, then you just shut the heat off, and, all right, so my photographer is getting bored, so I'm sorry that this is going on too long. But anyway, so let me just show you over here. I've done one batch already. And this is blueberries. So we got how much is in that blueberry container? Anyway, we got a lot of blueberries, and so we're canning them, and they're super awesome on yogurt, and it'll last like a whole year. Oh, so I just did that so you'll see the whole picture. Sometimes this camera gets sticky and there's a little triangle on the corner. But anyway, yeah, so we'll end up with lots of these, and it'll last almost a year probably to have every morning with yogurt. And it's optional whether you put sugar or stevia in the water, because you can always add it later. So I kind of, you know, this does have no sweetener in it, but maybe the next batch, maybe I'll put some sugar in a little bit, just a little bit of organic sugar, tiny bit.